Oh yeah, we back on the channel. We're gonna wait and let a few people get up in here. We're gonna have a little live Q&A, the best kind. Yo, what's up, D Knight? What's going on with it? I love, bro. What's going on with it? That boy Robin in here. Ant, what's up, Ant? Good to see you, Ant. And man, y'all check him out, man. That's a good guy right there. Absolute hero to the country. Young Boss 23, what it be like? What it be like, man? I can't do a little Q&A, so shoot, if y'all will share the live, man, we crank it up, get some people up, get some stuff going, man. Hey, first thing, hey, hell yeah. Which pilot you was at? You was in the one in Meridian, close to Meridian, or you the one close to Jackson? Because I'm going around picking up money for my own operator now. We doing a little rush system. Get it on crowd there real fast. If you got your systems in play every day, payday. No doubt. And man, say he chilling working on the trailer, man. Good stuff right there. What's up, Tim? Good afternoon, brother. Is it worth winning a one-ton enterprise for $450 a week? No, sir. Nope. Cause that 450 a week on 0 mile with that little cushion they say they give you with some free miles, and then everything after that is what it is. But if you turn around and get that truck and start up, and your insurance and your authority ain't going, and you got a couple more weeks or 3 more weeks left, or just the fact that you might not be able to find as many loads as you think you might be able to find starting off, man, them $1,300 a month, regardless, kind of don't make sense. But I'm one of those people where the whole thing about getting somebody $3,500 or whatever they want for a down payment to start out, you can go buy you a truck and you can have a note that never changes, stays the same, and probably be less than $1,000 a month. Now I'm just saying, but financially, if some people, do that temporary basis to get started, and they know exactly what they're gonna run, exactly how many miles they gonna do, you know what I'm saying? It might be a proposition for their business, but I did a video. Oh yeah, I know, man. That's a lot of money. That it was 1,300, it's 1,900 now because they give you more free miles. Ain't nothing free now, I'm telling y'all. But at the same time, I did a video about that, and we broke down the numbers on the $1,300 a month. Also, we broke down the numbers on if you ran a certain amount of miles, and over the course of like maybe 6 to 9 months, I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but it was something like almost 2/3 of what the truck was worth in a year that you're gonna give it away. And then you happy because they give you another one in a certain amount of miles, but really they keeping you from running too many miles on their truck so they can resell it for the same thing they paid for it. So in business, people talk about write-offs and all that there, but I believe in keeping some of your money. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing with me, is keeping some money. And then every time you run a run, let's just say you get that goofy $2 a mile number everybody be screaming and shouting about. You get $2 a mile, then you turn around, subtract 13, 18, 22 cents, whatever that is a mile from your rate now. And get what? They count the mile that them people that paying you don't count. They count the deadhead mile. They count the deadhead mile between load. They count you going home from where you actually drop your last load. They count you on the weekend. If you want to take your truck and pull a camper right quick, go to the park and go hang out with your family by the lake. You know what I'm saying? They charging you for that too, when you could just pay one truck note and drive to the moon and back every month. So that kind of variable with people. Everybody different, but to me, in what we do, it kind of doesn't make sense. And you see people that actually be renting trucks, they starting to buy them. They find a way to stop chumping their money out because they ain't making nothing. And then at the same time, you can't keep spending everybody else money, act like that ain't a bill. That's a bill too. Spend your own money, you pay yourself back. You spend their money, they want their money on time and correct. I hope they ain't be listening to Whole Piglet. Ooh, wow. Wow, with that rental truck stuff. D Night, you don't play no game. Man, that man called him Whole Piglet. Lord have mercy. I don't know about that, but at the same time, that ain't good business. We'll say it like that. I ain't call him no hodo. Hell no. He a grown man. I respect what he putting down, especially at his age. You know what I'm saying? I just can't respect the fact that he be poisoning masses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a shots fired. Shots fired. That was heavy artillery right there, man. I'm gonna go to the next question because that was heavy artillery right there, boy. Golly. Woo. What's good? Entry level truck for someone on low budget. Good entry level truck for somebody on low budget. Entry level truck, I recommend third gen or early fourth gen. The Ram Cummins. You know, 5.9 or 6.7. I wouldn't get the '07 model 6.7. I'd probably try and find like a '09 model 6.7 because, you know, first year anything, there are problems. And that's what I tell guys about these brand new trucks too. And they change their body style over. Just know they change more than that body style over. And you might want to wait a year till they get all the kinks out because when they come out with the first truck, man, the people that buy that truck or that car, anything, their first year with a total makeover like that, you the guinea pig. And I don't think you want to bet the house on what they did and ain't even tested it. A la Ford, Dodge, Chevy, anybody that come out with a refresh model, if they ain't using the same mechanical part, and hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying, you're a running experiment with these people. I can't have no running experiment going on with the truck that pay my bills at home. I just can't do it. That ain't really my thing. Okay, let's see. Tim Freeman said, make it go, build your nest egg, make it plan, build your truck. That's the way you know. That way you know how to fix it and it pay. Boss move right there, Tim. That's for folk that got some patience right there. If you got some patience, you sure could put one together. Hot shot versus box truck. What's your take? My take on hot shot versus box truck is if you know the right people, develop your customer base. Like I said before, you come out here and make money with a 10-speed bicycle and a little red wagon, picking up cans. Just know that every day you need to pick up more cans than you picked up yesterday, and you need to keep your cost of operation down, and you'll see your money before long. You have a truck picking up cans. So, you know, everything is relative, man. That's why I be telling people, don't be discouraged by these clowns and what they be putting down out here, and it look like it's impossible to make money. These folks ain't doing it right. It's just some of the fact. It doesn't matter. It ain't what you do. Box truck, paper route, tanker, walking flow, grain, RGN, specialized flatbed, school bus driver. It don't matter. As long as you understand money, understand the expenses, and know how to charge, you make money with anything. And they're real. It's all about a hustle. That's why I said three different ways to look at it when folks talk about what can't be done. Yeah, they might not can do what you can do. You might not do what they can do, and then one of y'all might not do what I can do, and vice versa. But don't say it can't be done. I'm sick of folks talking about what can't be done, because I be coming out here every time and showing you what's possible. You ain't got to do nothing, be a person that on the grind all the time, and it ain't just a word, it's a way of life to the point where I ain't letting nothing pass me by, and I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. Real talk. If it paying right, it doing right, it worth the risk, and that's what I'm doing out here. That's what I'm doing. Let's see. Hey, they say just do it, D-Night. That boy Rob. What's up, Cedric? Michael White. Is it money local high shot driving? That's gonna be 100% based on relationships and footwork right there. But yeah, you can make money high shot local. It's tougher because only reason it's tougher, the work ain't tougher. It's just tougher locating people in your area that want less than a load moved on a consistent basis. And that could be hint. That could be somebody like Caterpillar. You'll never think it, but it's Caterpillar in your area. They got engines going in and out, in and out. Most of these engines don't weigh 10,000 pounds. You got John Deere's in your area. Every John Deere don't weigh 10,000 pounds for a non-CDL house. I carry a bunch of over 50. Let's see. You might have a guy in your area that does ATVs, UTVs, and he has a dealership that services your area and probably that part of the country. Drop a card on them, give them your credential, let them know you're insuring 1,000, and get what? You might get a call. But like I said, if you don't run all the time and you really chasing the check, to be honest with you, if you haven't developed the relationships in your hometown and in your home area, you're gonna have to run some big check up, then you might be able to take one day a week on a Friday or Thursday or early Monday morning before you leave out and just go around and make them little service call, man. You know, like I said, I'm trying to told you, man. It's thinking outside the box, man. It ain't about what everybody else doing. And that's the point I be trying to make when I make these videos. I ain't doing what everybody else doing. I be having the same results as these people. They keep doing the same thing that they see don't really make money. As long as they make any money, they banking on other sources of income. See, that's what you gotta understand. I'm talking about trucking. I ain't talking about no YouTube. I ain't talking about no outside source. I ain't talking about no sponsor. I ain't talking about none of this stuff. I'm talking about straight up making the truck pay for everything. If you ain't making the truck pay for everything and being able to keep some, you're not doing it right. And that's my whole point when I be making these videos. I be going out because there's a reason to go out. Because you got people out here that really hustle, that really work hard, that can start a business today and fly past these clowns y'all be watching. Fly past them. That's why we know for a fact if we got simple math skill that they lying. The shit they be talking, they be lying. That's why I show rate confirmations. I go from play to play. I let you see these runs. I tell you what I'm making. It ain't no whole secret because you can do it too. I ain't saying everybody can do it, but the majority of people that work hard and got some common sense, they have some self-awareness, and can learn to master time, you can make money. It don't matter what you put in. And see, that's the whole thing about it. It don't matter what you put. So we gonna keep this going. I'm in Colorado. Have to find out what moves better, cars or freight. That's some of that leg work I was talking about, man, and actually talking to some people, but actually talking to a variety of people. Don't just go to this one dude that you know that do cars. Ask him how it going, because 9 times out of 10. Okay, pick up some more money. But at the same time, 9 times out of 10, if you just talk to one person, you can't get an overall perspective of what's going on with that industry just by looking at one person or two people, especially if they got any kind of dealings with each other. You got to go wide variety with the questions and wide variety with your sources, because I'm going to give you a secret. A lot of people do this and don't really make no money. And you like how they do that, and I keep seeing them pulling these cars, pulling these freight. They coming up with a new truck every other year and everything like that. And how you think they really ain't making no money, John? Well, I tell you like this: anybody can start a business, get a line of credit, a new startup loan, any of that type of stuff, and float their way through the industry on BS, and work at probably about a 10-15% profit a year. And as long as everything going like that, they cool and fine. But how many of y'all know this ain't no stove? This ain't no lemonade stand, nothing. Normal people that are used to running businesses that are based on gross sales, they don't get trucking. They don't even understand it. They cannot understand it. That's why a lot of people use bad, but a lot of people you see and do what they're supposed to do. Then I'm finna go send cocaine here, other half here month. Yeah, I'm back, man. What that signal look like? Like everything good. Somebody shot me out a thumbs up or something. Everything good. Cause look, the number scale that you use, the percentages that, and the amount of liability, total liability, is so off the charts in trucking. Let's see. And my buffering, I'm getting still. I'm sitting still right now. I'm gonna try and get that point out before I go in there and get that money. All right, AJT, appreciate that. All right, what I want y'all to understand is if you had a store that sold candy, okay, in essence, if you didn't have a cushion and a nice piece of money to start off, you would go to the bank and let them basically purchase the whole inventory for the store. And you will work out a payment plan to every month. You pay this much back for your startup investment, and then you got a rolling line of credit in case you need it to keep the inventory and the payroll and all that stuff straight. Okay, now let's just say you had a small store and it's $10,000 worth of merchandise in that store. Now let me put this in perspective. When you start this business right here, when you go buy that truck, especially brand new, we're gonna go brand new. You buy a brand new truck, a brand new trailer, all the equipment that go with it, get all the certification that happen, crank up your MC number, pay your down payment for insurance. You more than likely well over 100 grand out there if everything brand new. So we're gonna look at that store and look at that trucking and say what's obvious. It ain't the same. You can't look at this business like you look at any other business. I'm gonna give you another number just to throw around in your head. Last year, on this white truck right here, I burnt $79,000 worth of diesel. Chasing a check. $79,000 worth of diesel. Chasing a check. Year before that, I burnt $68,000 worth of diesel. Chasing a check. We ain't gonna talk about the tires. I run through about 4 sets of tires a year. About every 3-4 months, I buy a set of tires for my truck because I can't stand to see them looking funny. If I run over a nail, if it ain't a 16 penny nail, I want to keep going. So I keep some meat on the truck. You got to eat every day. Per diem per day. It went up a little bit. It might be $54 now. I don't know. Per day. It is what it is. But you think about this right here. The pace that the money goes and the pace that the money comes ain't exactly like the normal business. If you were running that store and selling candy and you made $200 and you made $100 profit every day for 30 days, you made 3 grand up out that store, you got $10,000 worth of merchandise up in there, you did good. You feel me? Alright, now let's go over here. Now, let's just say you turn around and spend all that money up in that Hotshot thing. You ain't divide your money up. You ain't really do no total cost operation. You really don't know what it takes to do this job. And you come out here and you think you can jack it off, get it right back. You think you come out here and run short miles, stay by your house, and you don't even know nobody. You think you come out here and jack, buy a truck and a trailer and set up and all that stuff, get your authority started and look at the debt and whittle around at it and mess around with it. But get what? Do you know that person that owned that store? They got insurance on all that stuff, just like we got insurance on all our stuff. But get what? That person in that store ain't worried about no blowout. They worry about light bulb going out, but they ain't worried about no blowout on the highway. They ain't worried about being iced in a place and can't get the delivery made that's gonna pay the rest of your bills for a couple days after that bill is due because of weather. They not sitting around worried about is the person that they hired in the store stealing from the store because they ain't keeping no more than $100 in the register. They ain't worried about if somebody come here and break in and steal all this stuff, what's gonna happen? I know if you don't lock your toolbox some places, your shit'll come up missing. How many of y'all know a chain cost about $80, $90 one chain? How many of y'all know a binder cost about $60 one binder? How many of y'all know we carry 4, 6, 8 chains, 4, 6, 8, 10 binders? How many of y'all know one tarp costs $350 depending on what kind and where you get it from? How many of y'all know if y'all leave that strapped on y'all trailer sometime, it'll come up missing. But guess what? You're not going to call Progressive about that tarp being missing because you got 1,000, 1,500, $2,500 deductible. See what I'm saying? And you gotta think about this. Every time you do that, it's something else going on. Something else going on. Something else going on. So, like I said, you can't compare this business and the numbers that you use and the percentages and stuff. Cause I'm gonna tell you this: if you come out here and run $100,000 worth of growth production and you keep 15 grand, you are a failure. You're a failure, and that's the 15% that most businesses be working on profit. But get what? The level of risk involved, the level of chance, and the level of expenses, it ain't to be compared. So, like I said, this ain't like no regular business. I'm just be honest with you. And like you see people that in their business, they'll cap. They'll act like they doing so much business that they gotta buy so much equipment. But you gotta understand it. The same people that tell you, hey man, I made $374,000 last year, or $350,000 last year, they counting everything they got. And that's good. It's a gross number, but they counted everything they got. The load they ran, the load they had on the other little truck that wasn't making no money, the load they had on another little truck that wasn't making no money. Every time I make a video, I come to y'all, first thing I say, I ain't gonna muddy the water. I'm gonna tell you what this little white truck right here and me did. I speak up on the owner operators. I tell you what they doing and let you know they still running, but I don't muddy the water. I say I made over $300,000 growth by myself. Big difference. Big difference. I can say it was a little bit short of $1 million for the whole company. I can say that. They can't say that. They can't say that. They can't say that. And the money they talking about they made, $350,000. And this year I made $350,000. I done made $1 million in trucking. And they ain't kept 100 grand. Can't. Anything, anybody. Can you hear me? Lord have mercy. Man, I can't. Alright, back on. Like I said, you can't count these numbers the same. And to be honest with you, you need like mega carriers. I'm gonna give you an idea about even with mega carriers. The average mega carrier rolls with about 18 to 22, 21% profit on the year. And in trucking, that ain't that bad. But they substitute that number, because my number way better than that. They substitute that number by volume. So if you keep the percentage and you worry about percentage and you won't see a lot of money, you do a lot of volume. And even if your percentage ain't but 10%, you did so much volume where you got a little piece of change to take home. But in the grand scheme of things, you got to look at yourself like you ain't handling your business, because the percentage going to tell you what percentage of the money that you made that you were actually able to turn it over and keep. And when I say keep, I mean pay your bill, household bill, pay yourself, take your family on vacation, whatever you feel like you want to do. But 10, 15% a year, 10, 15% a month, and you out here doing all the work, you got the authority paying all the bill. Get what? Everyone, Not a few people. No audio. What's up with the audio? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Somebody tell me what's going on. Okay. All right. But like I said, you can't compare these numbers to nothing. No other business. Because like I said, I bolted up on Forge Auto. Thank God for Forge rims. I had 3 blowouts because of defective mounting procedure that they did on these tires on here from the beginning. I had 3 blowouts in 3 days. I bought 4 tires. I was on the road. $1,900 right then and there. You need to have it. Yeah, you might want to have it. You got these 4 products on the trailer. You got about 2, 3, 4 more hours to get where you going. And all right. Can y'all hear me? All right. What the sound looks good? Sounds okay. Great. Okay. Like I said, man, it's one of these scenarios where you know cash is king, credit is great. You gonna need both, but at the same time, after a while, you're gonna have to understand that this stuff is about the numbers. And get what? It one of them things where you can have bad numbers, especially during COVID, get all type of funding. PPE, all this extra stuff, 30-year this, and man, you pay it back like that, and you ain't really gotta pay it back. That's a lie. But at the same time, a lot of stuff going on to the point where even people that ain't good at this can get some money and keep going and look like they know what they doing while they're hemorrhaging money. Real talk. They ain't doing nothing but hemorrhaging money and replacing the money they keep hemorrhaging with somebody else's money. Floating it off, using the excuse that you know the credit really softens the blow so you can stretch it out over time. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you can't use these folks for your day-to-day operations and to keep stuff floating. You might want to do that to expand. And I'm going to say this again. I done said it a bunch of times before. It is true. And you can ask anybody that do some real trucking that don't play one on TV that really get into some money. You don't buy equipment unless the customer say so. Unless you get out and do some legwork and know this equipment gonna be useful and make profit. You don't get a MC number and an authority and just start leasing people on just because I say this shit everywhere. I work hard. A lot of people that got extra trucks and doing other stuff, they don't make the money I be making every month off one truck because mostly they lazy. I wish I wish it did say 500 some thousand subs. Man, shoot, man. No, I ain't got that 567,000 subs. I wish y'all would help me get to 560,000 subs. I wish y'all would help me get to 10,000 subs because one thing about it is at least 100,000 people to subscribe to something. I ain't gonna call no name, or somebody that absolutely knows nothing about the industry. They just been in it a long time, been getting the whole time, and still in the whole seat. Mm-hmm. But for entertainment value, I can see how time, if you've been on YouTube since almost the inception, you might be the first person to say something about Hotshot, and 5 years later, you still don't get it. 6 years, 7 years later, you still don't get it. You can't make no money. But because the average person is not aware of how money works, they hear these numbers and lose their mind, y'all. I'm just telling you, bro. They hear the numbers and say, hey man, they got brought home $10,000, $12,000 this month. He ain't bring that home. Like 4 years that y'all were watching a certain clown, He leased on to all the other folks' authority. And you can tell him right now that I said that you putting these growth numbers up and everything like that. You never told what you were getting the owner of the company. He might be charged 15, 10%, 20%, 25%. Don't nobody want to say that. Don't nobody want to talk about that. I made $10,000 this week, and you gave $2,000 to them folks that you're running for because you were running for responsibility until you realized you wasn't making no money. You was like, well, since I know as much as I know, really not knowing then this is my thing. All that there right there. Let me go get my own authority, use the time I'd have been out here and the experience I done gained, the practice that I had to go ahead. Yeah, Mike Martin, I be bumping them again, bro. It is what it is. I'm gonna quit. It is what it is. But see, one thing about it, we gotta stop majoring on the minor and stop minoring on the major. Don't worry about when I'm smoking, bro. Like I ain't here for that today. Don't worry about that. Just know you need to be listening to the message and not the messenger. I appreciate the concern about my health and no offense at all. But at the same time, we got to get out this small stuff and get on what really matters. I know my health is paramount. I got to stay alive to be here. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm trying to help somebody. And these black miles ain't got nothing to do with it. So all that throwing folks off and all that, we ain't doing that, bro. I ain't listening to entertaining what nobody say about nothing I do no more. I'm done with that. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to be through with it. For real. Because that's how I got to be. Because one thing about it, you can't tell the fool nothing. The good book said a fool in his heart said there is no God. So if you show enough a fool, you say ain't no God. I can't show enough tell you anything. So like I said, at the end of the day, we talking about trucking, we talking about these numbers. I appreciate the concern because I really do need to stop. But that ain't why we here. That's not why we here. I take that on my personal time and do it. But right now, I'm taking my personal time before I go take your money up in here. This other half of cocaine money for the week in here payday on a Sunday. I mean, hey man, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, man, we gotta start looking at the messenger and start taking in the message. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at the messenger, but you gotta take in the message. Did the message? Did hold on? Did the message? That the message? Wait a minute. Well, it's a band, two band, two. That's the message. Don't worry about the black and mild. It's a whole lot of black and miles in my lap right now. You feel me? I'm trying to help y'all put some of y'all in y'all lap. And if you don't like black and mild, insert your favorite car right there. Yeah. And this ain't my money. This half. This half of cocaine money. Wait a minute. Let me take these ones out of here. Because that cap right there, them ones, they ain't nothing but cap. They're about 8, 9 ones. But at the same time, hold on, I ain't finna count the man money out because y'all ain't gotta be that far in that business. But this half, I sent him the other half of his money yesterday. Yesterday. I sent the other half of his money yesterday. 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 Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yesterday. I take time out my schedule to do stuff I ain't nearby gotta do. I ain't gotta tell y'all nothing. Gotta tell y'all nothing. I let y'all continue to watch the same fools I watch. Same fools I watch and keep doing what you're doing while I stay over here winning. Don't even have a channel. Don't post a video for 3, 4 months and let y'all niggas keep on doing what you're doing. So like I said, we gotta start majoring on the stuff that's major. Stop minoring on the majors and stop majoring on the minor. There's some stuff you really need to be worried about that you ain't worried about. That's why I made that channel. For real. See, I ain't got no feelings about it because I'm a numbers person and the number don't care nothing about what you look out. My boy said, look out behind me. Hey, they better have their shit together. They pull a door handle on their truck. They need to have their mind right and they vest on. They need to have their vest on. Ain't no secret. I ain't gonna up it because this ain't that kind of channel. But at the same time, they need to have their vest on. They grab that door handle. Talking about taking anything up out here from me. And they go for in the truck stop. 48 states. I don't care who said on bring it. It's in there. Talk about New York. In there. Talk about New Jersey. I'm in there. Vermont. In there. I wish y'all would keep me out here slick. Slick on some. Man, burn one, you motherfucker. Because see, one thing I know. I ain't bothering nobody. And when I shoot one of these motherfuckers in the chair, I'm gonna let that be between them and Jesus. I ain't got nothing to do with that because I wasn't bothering nobody. So when they go down, I'm gonna let you and the Lord talk about that. If He wants you to stay, you will stay. But if you really get hit like I'm gonna hit you, Lord might not have no say about that one because I'm really trying to kill you. But like I said, little Q&A, we did some questions, some answers and everything. But like I said, we gotta get our mind focused on what really matters. You know what I'm saying? What really matters. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it ain't really what you do, it's how you do it. Like I said, all this stuff is gonna be relative. And I'm gonna go back and see if I got another question. I'm gonna hit another question before I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, back to the topic. When you look at the gross and you look at the net, true, most of the stuff between the gross and the net is gonna be a write-off. But at the same time, if you don't make enough money and you got auto write-off and you chumping money out, get what you keep reporting to the IRS? A loss, a L. I want you to get in business and report a loss by 4 years in a row. They're gonna wonder how you stand in business and they're gonna come check on you. They gonna check on you. The IRS, they gonna check on you because they know your numbers ain't right and they don't know what you're doing. They might think you're trying to pull a fast one on purpose. They gonna come want to see everything. And believe me, it's a folk that on YouTube gonna have to cross that bridge. They gonna have to cross that bridge. And get what? You know it's fraudulent at the end of the day because ain't no possibility where you could buy all this stuff, do all this stuff with your own money. So now you write the loan off and the payments, interest, and all that on the loan. Get what? You ain't made no money. You ain't made no money. You ain't. Devon, oh man, Richardson. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had did a consultation with him, and I thought he was you. I promise you. Man, I had y'all confused. I did a 1 hour consultation with Von Richardson. I don't know which one of y'all it is, but I did a consultation with you. I thought you were the other one. Real talk. Boy said we in the same state. King George country here. Hey man, hey real talk. I ain't know which one of y'all it was. Hey John, what's up, John Jane? Hey man, y'all might take a moment, click out the live, press the share button, and let it go on like it go on. I'm finna ease back up through these comments. And yeah, super chat still available. I ain't turned down none of my calls. Y'all want to drop a donate? Do that. Do that. And don't forget to subscribe. You new to the live? This is how we do it, man. I'm just straight up to the point, cool as a fan. And get what? I'm gonna talk to y'all like we sitting up under the shade tree and been knowing each other for years. I ain't pulling no punches, cause I want to see you win. I want to see you win. A person that want to see you win ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. He gonna tell you what you need to know. Y'all did look at my setup and all that, Josh. Ain't nothing but just basically doing some Q&A on a Sunday. We had a couple questions about, you know what I'm saying, box truck versus Hotshot. You know, a couple of questions about, you know, say different types of lanes, home, local Hotshot, different stuff like that. So if you get a chance, you know, jump back in, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning when I posted and go back because, you know, we spoke up on some cool stuff up in there. But, you know, the basis of all this is going to be, you know what I'm saying, your level of understanding, especially about money and expenses. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to reign true in any business. But in trucking, all that stuff I'm talking about is magnified times 10. Like I said, a guy that owns a store that sell a regular product, you might have $10,000 worth of merchandise up in there. Anybody on here ever got a 68 RFE rebuilt or an Ison transmission rebuilt, an Allison transmission rebuilt, a Ford transmission rebuilt? Y'all know that cost about $6,000, right? You need that transmission to pull these loads, right? So if something happens, I don't care if it is on warranty, you're gonna still lose money because you gotta get another truck to keep moving. That warranty ain't gonna do nothing but save you on the labor and all that there, but you're gonna lose so much revenue while it's in the shop. Like I told y'all, that warranty don't really mean nothing because you're gonna lose more time than if you had just came out your pocket and paid it, because just because that's a warranty claim
Me as the technician at the Ford, at the GM, and at the Mercedes dealership, me myself personally, when I see your truck come in and they say it's a warranty claim, your shit go to the back of the line. I ain't think about you. I ain't think about you at all. Because get what? That job that I got on your truck, and I might make $25 an hour. Oh, that real. Your shit going to the back of the line. I ain't crossing no word. I ain't telling y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm telling y'all the truth. Your truck go to the back of the line, and that technician that make $25, $30 an hour, some of them make 15, some of them make a little less. But if that guy make 20, $25 an hour, and your truck call for 15 hours of work, he know in his mind that GM, Ford, Chevy, whoever it is, Dodge, that got the warranty, they not gonna pay. They not gonna pay them 16 hours. Let's just say it take 20 hours. And the book say 20 hours. What he would charge somebody paying cash, the shop would charge you 20-hour labor. Get what? On warranty, GM, Dodge, all them people, they're gonna charge you. I mean, they're gonna pay the technician not for 20-hour labor, they're gonna pay him for 14. Oh man, tell them what's up, brother. Just in here, dropping little gems and let people know that even with a warranty, sometimes the bad warranty the one you never use. I just want my part built right. I just want my truck to be straight. The bad warranty I never had to use it. Simple fact of the matter. But like I said, as a technician in the dealership, when I was at Ford, if I got an F350 right here, a 2019, and I got an F350 right here, a 2016. The 2019 on warranty need a motor. The 2016 out of warranty need a motor. I'm doing the one that need a motor out of warranty first because I know they're gonna pay me 25 hours to do that. And when I go over here to the one that's on warranty, they're gonna pay me 18 for my same amount of time and everything. I'm push your ass straight to the back burner. I got a check to make. I ain't studying what your business got going on. I don't care when you want your truck back. You gonna get it back when they say you gonna get it back. After these folk like Hotshot Dave and all the other folk that done blow these motors up in their truck and then see their truck for 6, 8, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks before they even got a answer about a motor. Yeah, because it's still on the assembly line. It's a brand new truck. They're not taking engines off the assembly line, stop building brand new truck just to appease your business because you got a warranty. They ain't studying you. They gonna pull one out when they get ready. And what can you do about it? Nothing. Lose money, go rent a truck, do something, buy a truck, then I put on insurance and everything like that, and take that lick and keep going. But I got a warranty. You need to learn how to fix some of this stuff. That's why I don't buy Ford. I can't take that cab off at home. I can rebuild that whole Cummins in my driveway. In the truck. I ain't even got to pull it. I ain't even got to pull that motor. I ain't got to pull that motor. I can ball bear home them cylinders if they ain't too bad and put a rebuild kit on to get the head. Get the head planed on that thing, put me some Inconel valves in there on the intake and it's off for an upgrade. Some nice new 60-pound valve springs so I can rev it up a little bit more and put that tune on it and come on out like a soldier. Get what? In a weekend. Time over everything. Real talk. Just be honest with you. In a weekend. I airframe a die around 6.7 in a weekend. All I needed my head to be machined. I come across my block surface with a piece of angle line on some sandpaper, get that thing true, because it ain't that far out. Just get that thing slicked up and true, drop a head gasket on, and get what? Ball bearing home, and get what? Put the same pistons back in there with a new set of rings. Tell me if I can do that in the Ford. I'm going to tell you like this, even them folks that getting tricked right now to go buy them 6.4. Ain't no such thing as a bulletproof 6.4. Can somebody please tell these people, you bulletproof a 6.0, you throw a 6.4 in the garbage. If you trying to do what we do, now, it plenty of people running out there with a 6.4. It ain't happen. But at the same time, I used to work on it. It's some stuff about that motor you never knew about it. First of all, that's not a Ford motor. That motor come from the same people that brought you the Max Force engine that nobody wants, International. Then what you find out when you go up in there and you trying to just save one and rebuild it, you'll find out to get what? It's a national shortage on passenger side heads because the ingenious people at International that put that motor in design, the left head and the right head ain't the same. two different part numbers. In other V series mode, you take the driver's side head and put it on the passenger side, or vice versa. Put the right side on the left side on the right side. So get what? Damn, said Gap Insurance set that bitch on fire, bro. Hey, don't nobody do that, man. Please don't nobody do that. Hey, I told somebody one day, bro. I said, man, for more money you making in that business, you don't need no more than another 50 cents. You can change your whole life. You buy 50 cents worth of gas and stop all the bleeding. 50 cents worth of gas to change your life. Oh my God. I ain't lying. I told somebody that one day when they talk shit. Get what? Hey man, nigga, for that little money you make, cuz you get 50 cents worth of gas, burn all that shit up and do better and have more money in your pocket by the end of the year. You just sit all your shit on fire and be through with it. And I don't advise nobody to do that. I was joking with them, but I was serious at the same time. Cause get what? It gets to the point where you be out here and really don't understand these expenses, how to charge this stuff gonna do to you when it go awry. And get what? You'll mess around. You'll mess around and contemplate some shit like that. There's some people out here actually contemplating suicide. You gotta think, man, some folk really been out here a long time, and if it wasn't for PPE and COVID, a lot of folks talking about COVID. COVID saved a lot of folks, but man, there's a whole lot of folks finna go out of business. A whole lot of folks finna go out of business, and a couple of them made video about them going out of business, how I almost went out of business, but they ain't tell the only reason you still in business because you spending other folk money, because you been a clown the whole career. It just come back bite you in your butt, and you just so happen to catch the timing on COVID where they gave some money away. I took a damn of them folk money. Not one dime. Payroll protection, save my butt. I ain't took a dime from them folk. Ain't gonna do it. Don't want they money. I'm gonna spend my money for a little while, spend some of their money every once in a while. But you can believe I ain't, no man, I ain't studying no. Yeah, man, 30 years these nuts. That's what they can do. Rub on these nuts for 30 years. That's what they can do. But I ain't finna go borrow no money from them. Multiple sources of income, name of the game. Yes, sir. And that's the crazy thing about trucking. You can have 5 businesses in one trucking company and just diversify yourself. It's called a mind. We got to learn to use it sometimes. Think outside the box and don't play follow the leader so much. I ain't never told nobody to follow me. I know the way. I'm showing y'all. All these folks hollering about this, they think it's my thing. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Hotshot trucking, transportation in general is not your thing. Anybody can start a business and run up deficit. That don't make it your thing. Anybody can run a business and have a lot of equipment that they don't own. It's not your thing. I'm just saying, a lot of people could do that. A lot of people could take somebody else's money and buy a cash truck and come out and run. You still got to build. It's not your thing until you pay the last note. Until you pay these people back. You might even have a title and can sell it, but the debt still stands. Customer, y'all can't flip no money around and take money here and put it there and take money here and back and rob Peter PayPal and fool me. Y'all fool these folks that don't know nothing about money and how it go. That what you do. Man, Midwest Hotshot said, man, I just had my 350 go down, 9K to fix it. Don't feel bad. I put a $7,000 turbo on this motor right here just because I went to warranty from the dealership. I did that, and that come with the territory. But that one part cost $600 to $800. It happens. You need to have it. You don't need to be burning up a credit card every time it happens, because simple fact of the matter, it's some more stuff gonna happen. You need to have a bunch of credit cards, and before you know it, get what? Your debt to income ratio gonna slide, and your usage gonna go up, and your credit gonna drop like a rock. Even though you so-called making money and doing stuff, and you got credit going on and all that stuff, watch your number fall like a rock. Watch it happen. Once you go over 30% usage on your personal, get watch what it happen. And every time something happens, you go straight to the card and throw that off, and I'm gonna pay it right back. Something else happen, you got to make that installment payment. Now you got a bill. Now you got a credit card bill that's gonna go on for the next 5 years, because you still ain't gonna be able to get no money because you don't understand it. Money is a tool, brother. It is. It is. It is. Now I'm finna go up here and see if I got one more question up in here. Now I'm finna get up out of here because I gotta go send cocaine and money. I don't want no misunderstanding about no money. One thing about me, I'm an on time and in order type person. You never got to worry about me about no money or nothing like that going on. Cause get what? I don't care if you come out here and grow 10,000. When I take my percentage and the insurance out, I'm gonna send you every dime of your money. And I'm the type of dude that'll actually send you all your money plus the price that it costs to actually get your money from whatever institution that I'm doing. Midwest gave me your address. I got you. Just give me 5 stack. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Midwest Hotshot said we paying cash or can't get it. One thing about it, I say it like this. If you gonna expand and you really going cash way with it, I feel like it ain't nothing that you should buy that you can't see how the money gonna come in to buy it twice. If you can't really afford to get it off your money, use the credit and have that much money twice, get what? That's the definition of what you can't afford. Real talk. And the only reason you can know is if you can afford it, and if you have a customer base or you have some relationship where you can actually say, hey man, I know for a fact, this money coming right back, time 2 or 3, over the next course of time or whatever time you want to put on it. But at the same time, I'm like this, if you can't buy it 2 times, you really jackball. Like this truck right here, for what this truck was projected to make, I really triple what I thought. But at the same time, when this truck right here got the rolling, it was when this truck right here, when the truck right here got the rolling, it was a situation that I went and picked this truck out. It was a 9U truck, paid 34,000 for it. But at the moment in time, I actually had the 34,000. But do I get them all my money? Nah. I finance, put a nice down payment on it. And as y'all can see early this year, that truck paid for. That truck about April 2019. It's 2021. Say it like this. It don't take all year to do nothing. It don't take all day to do nothing. Same thing I tell you about being at these shippers and stuff. It don't take all day to do nothing. Get out these 4 lines. And just like with this money, if you really know what's going on and you see the type of money that be made out here, you know one thing. It don't take all day to do nothing. It don't take all year to do nothing. And these folks reporting these numbers can be anywhere. Cause get what? They lie to you. You can't trust what they say cause they lie to you. You can't trust what they talking cause they lie to you. They lie to you. They got their viewer count up though. They put up some get 15,000 views real quick, and I'm happy for them. But guess what? They lied to you. Folks don't know what they talking about. Cause if they did, they'll be shamed and embarrassed to put up a video and tell you how much they made when you look at how much they lost. Don't be ignorant now. I'm gonna tell everybody, don't be ignorant all your life. I ain't say don't be dumb, don't be no fool. Yeah, my bad, bro. Sorry about that, y'all. That was the wife calling. Folks be scamming out here. Yeah, folks be scamming out here. And then first thing they want to do is say they providing a service by linking up people that you want to be a carrier, you need you a driver, you want a lease on to somebody. I got your website, they're going to link y'all up. But you ain't vetting nobody. You sending a lot of people down the road to some people that going to take their money, steal from them, lie to them, keep their money, not pay them and everything. You don't even know these people. So to say something is a service, it must have a value. Ain't no value in linking up people you don't know to other people that you don't know. And you ain't did no real business with these people. You don't know if they legit or not. Cause they send you the information, got a W-9. You got to be smoking rocks. Crazy. Tired of folks acting like they know the business and don't know nothing. That boy rob you better not let him get you. Cause it ain't hard to slip off up in that little seat we be talking about. We won't get in that seat. They done stayed in that seat so long, they done put a dent in the couch. A lot of folks in that seat. And the bigger thing about it, pride won't let them change. They'll slowly change some stuff, let you see, hey man, here's an option right here. You just start buying your own stuff. But then you just told me to rent everything, bro. What the? You told me that for a year and a half straight. Rent everything, don't buy nothing. Look at the profit and all that. You found out that didn't work. It ain't no store. Yeah. Okay, bro said fentanyl. They smoke that on that fentanyl. That's a little bit more harder than the rock. Okay, well, we'll go with that because whatever it is, it got some kick on it. And I don't want any. I don't want none of that shit. Real talk. I'm trying to see if they got a money center or a bank or something in there Walmart. This a different kind of super center. It ain't that super, y'all. I ain't lying. This thing ain't. It's not that super. Really ain't. Hey, how that sound coming through with the headphones on? I might start doing some live like this. Cut out some of that background noise. What it sound like to y'all? Folks, clown, man. Can you make money with a two-car trailer? Yes, if everything is paid for. I'm gonna say that, cause the price of cars, depending on if you know somebody or not, it's not the best price in the world. But cars, just like I be compounding freight, those are partials. So when I tell you stack two partials, you know what I'm saying, or stack three partials, that'll equate in saying put two cars, put three cars. But I will say this: if everything ain't paid for and your cost of operation ain't super low, you will see that basically one and a half of those cars gonna be your expenses. If you're really adding this stuff up right, it's gonna be your expenses, and the other half a car pretty much be what you get to keep. And you're gonna have to be super good with money because before long, you're gonna see that volume is the thing with cars. And you're gonna have to get a 3, 4, 5 car trailer. A lot of certain people that we have seen on YouTube that have went from non-CDL to CDL to big rig, all that type of stuff going on. But they realized what's pretty common, but it took them a while to realize it, that that works on volume. That actually works on volume. So can you make money with it? Yeah. Are you gonna make a lot of money with it? No. Are you gonna be able to really see your money the way you want to? Nah. I advise anybody that's going into cars to go ahead and get their CDL and at least pull three at a time. Try and pull at least three at a time, cause two of them, one and a half, gonna be your expenses, and the other one and a half car gonna be what you take home. You know what I'm saying? And that's if everything pretty much paid for. As you go on up in the 4 and 5 car haul, you'll notice that that compounds a little bit differently. Like having 5 parcels on the trailer. You could actually go across the country for $10,000 or $15,000 on a trip. So like I said, you could do it, but cars, they are partials. They looked at just like partials. So, the more the merrier. And Hotshot car hauling trailer wedges and all that, they super light. They'll let you carry two, sometimes three, but you always gonna be fighting weight without a CDL. So I said, like I said, three or better on them car, and to get three of them on there, you probably gonna be over 26. So that's something to think about. But at the same time, that one of them things that people that say they know the industry took them 2, 3 years to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their own learning curve. But at the same time, 2, 3 years, I ain't got that much time. I be the law of my house in 2, 3 years. And every one of y'all will too. If you hemorrhaging money for 2, 3 years, ugh, excuse me. Now I'm finna send cocaine in money. I'ma holler at y'all. I enjoy y'all. Hey, y'all keep the greasy side down, shine the side up, man. And y'all know what I say about a hater, ain't it, man? Get what? Man, I'm gonna leave that alone.